5.4 Day 2. Verify cosine of theta minus pi over 2 is equal to sine of theta. Well, this is the angle addition property, and the cosine of theta minus pi over 2 is the same as cosine of theta, cosine of pi over 2, plus sine of theta, sine of pi over 2. Well, we know what the cosine of pi over 2 is. We have the cosine of theta times the cosine of pi over 2 is 0, plus sine of theta times, we also know what the sine of pi over 2 is. Sine of pi over 2 is 1. Well, 0 times cosine is 0, and 1 times sine is sine, and then 0 plus sine is sine. Verify tangent of x minus 360 degrees is equal to tangent. This is also the angle addition property, and we have the tangent of x minus the tangent of 360 degrees divided by 1 minus tangent of x, tangent of 360 degrees. We don't know, well, we have a variable here with tangent, but we do know the tangent of 360 degrees. That's the same as the tangent of 0. We have the point 1, 0, and tangent sine over cosine, that's 0. We have minus 0 over 1 minus tangent of x times 0. Well, on top, we get tangent of x, and in the denominator, we get 1 minus 0. So that's equal to the tangent of x. So we have verified it. Multiple choice, verify the cofunction identity, sine of theta minus pi over 2 is equal to negative cosine. This is angle addition. And so the property says we have sine of theta, cosine of pi over 2, minus cosine of theta, sine of pi over 2. And the cosine of pi over 2 is 0. We have sine of theta times 0 minus cosine of theta, and then the sine of pi over 2 is 1. So that is 0 minus cosine of theta, which is negative cosine of theta. Now we just need to find which letter represents exactly what we just did. And let's see, we have, it looks like sine, cosine, minus cosine, sine. That's sine times 0. It looks like letter A does it. Solve a trigonometric equation. Find the solutions. Sine of x plus pi over 4 minus sine of x minus pi over 4 equals 0 on the interval 0 to 2 pi. Well, for the first angle addition, we have sine of x, cosine of pi over 4, and then plus cosine of x, sine of pi over 4, and then minus all of this. We have sine of x, cosine of pi over 4, and then minus cosine of x, sine of pi over 4, and that all equals 0. This and this are the same thing. And then we have cosine x, sine of pi over 4 minus a negative, which means we have two of these now. 2 cosine of x, sine of pi over 4 equals 0. And we know what sine of pi over 4 is, so we have 2 cosine of x times square root of 2 over 2 equals 0. And we have square root of 2 cosine of x equals 0, cosine of x equals 0, and cosine is 0 at pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. Find the solutions. Cosine x minus pi over 4 plus sine of x plus pi over 4 equals 0 in the interval 0 to 2 pi. These are both angle addition. The first one is cosine. That is cosine of x, cosine of pi over 4, plus sine of x, sine of pi over 4. And then we have plus sine of x, cosine of pi over 4, plus cosine of x, sine of pi over 4, and that all equals 0. Let's get all the values we know. We have cosine of x times square root of 2 over 2 plus sine of x square root of 2 over 2 plus sine of x square root of 2 over 2, and then plus cosine of x square root of 2 over 2. Well, there are two of these, two of the cosines, and there are two of the sines, and this is equal to 0. We have 2 times cosine of x square root of 2 over 2, and then plus 2 times sine of x square root of 2 over 2. Now the 2's cancel out on both of these. That's going to be equal to 0. We have square root of 2 cosine of x plus, I guess I should put a square root of 2 in front of that. So square root of 2 cosine of x plus square root of 2 sine of x is equal to 0. We can divide by square root of 2, and we have cosine x plus sine of x is equal to 0. And now we're finding the spot where cosine of x equals negative sine of x. And that happens at pi over 4s. But at the pi over 4, they're not opposite of each other. They're actually the same. So over here at 3 pi over 4, that's where cosine is negative square root of 2 over 2 and sine is square root of 2 over 2. Those are opposites of each other. So x equals 3 pi over 4. And the other place where they are opposite of each other is over here at 7 pi over 4.